All right, almost into the mountains. Not a lot of people on the road. You know, whenever there's a heat emergency, people get scared and they think they might die. My temperature gauge has already lowered from 106 degrees to 103, so I know it's getting cooler. Hey everyone, and how's it going? Today I'm going to tell you why a 100-degree day may be the best day to go hiking. Now, obviously there are many caveats, but the number one benefit is that there are no crowds at your favorite places, because whenever there's some sort of heat emergency or extreme heat warning, people get very scared and they just think, oh, we better not do anything. The weatherman told us not to. But you know, with the right precautions, you can go out on a 100-degree day. So I'll give you some tips on how to do this. Number one, wear cool clothing like I'm wearing now. For someone who has massive legs like me, put some Vaseline in there, you know, where it'll really help. A cap also is very helpful. And you don't just want to bring water. You want to bring water with some electrolytes, because your sweat is salty. You need to replenish some of that salt as well. This is actually a pretty strenuous hike. This is a hike I've been doing since 2009. And I can tell you, back in 2009, you could come here on a weekend and the parking lot would be half full. It really wasn't well known, but then after COVID, and even a little bit before then, this place started to become very well known. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm sure you can figure it out. But now on a weekend, you're going to have to park like way down the street from the park entrance. And, you know, I just kind of avoid it on the weekends, unless it's really late. I'll go late in the day, or I'll go during extreme weather, because I know that's when most people don't like to go. So that is a hidden benefit to enjoying your favorite park on these extreme weather days. Whew. No joke, it's been like 10 minutes and look how sweaty I am already. Another top tip, pace yourself. You know, you want to pace yourself to not to go over to that extreme to like heat stroke, because I felt it before. I know what it's like. I've had heat stroke twice. If you have it, you're pretty much disabled until you could get cooled down somehow. There's vomiting and all that stuff, dizziness, and it's sudden. Once you cross that threshold into heat stroke, you know, you've got issues. So pace yourself. Like most mountain hikes, it starts off with a huge elevation increase at the beginning. So this will level off. We'll go to the most famous feature here first. Hopefully have it to ourselves and have a drink. Hey little chipmunk, how goes it? One thing I realized too late, now that I'm about a half mile into the trail, is that I forgot my knife. And this is for like bear defense. Now, unfortunately, bears are here where I'm at. They weren't here for the longest time, but they've made it here. And yeah, the numbers are still low, but they're around. So it's now something that I didn't want to have to think about before, but now I have to think about. Whew. Anyways, haven't seen anyone yet. There were about half a dozen cars in the parking lot. 2 cars were leaving. I mean, it's around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, it's just nice to have this very popular place all to myself, even if it's just for one day. Alright, so we're done with the climbing portion. I mean, there's more climbing, but it's a lot smaller compared to what we just did. We could pick up the pace a little. Like, I'm on a 30-minute per mile pace, which is a lot slower than I normally do these things. Alright, I'm here at this area's second most popular attraction, and not a soul in sight. And usually this place would be pretty buzzing with, you know, just random hikers. Rock climbers sometimes come here, even though there's nothing much to this rock. They come a long way for not a great result, but they're around, and usually they don't come back. It's just nice. I don't hear a soul in sight. You know, it's not that I'm opposed to other people on these hiking trails. I mean, I'll admit I like them a lot more when there were less people, but it seems like, especially after COVID, the newcomers really have a lot less etiquette. I mean, I'm going to the park's most popular feature, And I remember during the COVID times, people would bring their portable speakers there and just hang out. And I'm just like, I mean, in what world do you think it's okay to hang out at the park's most popular feature, just you and your friends with your music playing as if you own the place? I mean, it's just completely rude. Huge groups also come and, you know, they're going so slow and not one of them think, hey, let's just let this hiker pass by. It's just basic etiquette things that I see we're lacking. Yeah, I would love to just hang out at this park's most popular feature. Alright, I'm here at the park's most popular attraction. I'll just chill here where it's shaded. I'm gonna have a drink. We're pacing ourselves. Surprisingly, I haven't sweat through my clothes, which is what would happen if I were doing a more intense pace. But yes, it is actually even a holiday weekend, but because of this heat dome, I'm just here all by myself, and I am going to enjoy it for a few minutes, if you don't mind. Whew. All right. I'm going to go to what I think is the best view of this park. Yeah, so far things are going well. A couple problems I have is that I messed up my left ankle just slightly because I did too ambitious of a jump back at the most popular attraction. And I have to remind myself each time, do not put sunscreen on your forehead, because when you sweat, it'll drip into your eyes. And that's what's happening, and I hope my eyes aren't just blazing red right now. But anyways, we are just continuing on, doing a little backtracking. Gonna go to the best view. So far, I've done 2 miles in about an hour and 10 minutes, and that is counting the break. I actually do hear faint voices, but I don't think it's coming from here. So, who knows, maybe I'm not alone today on this 100-degree heat dome day. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, where you hike is very important. At elevation, under the tree line is probably best. Above tree line, I don't think so. And obviously, desert, subterranean, as in lower elevation, super low, near the water, probably not. So I'm here at the best viewpoint in the park, in my opinion, and I have not seen a single soul, so I'm just here by my glorious lonesome, just overlooking this small Maryland town that shall go unnamed. And according to my phone, it's 97 degrees down there. But up here, I'd say it's probably high 80s, low 90s. When there's an extreme heat warning, I'm not trying to mock it, but if you go up in elevation to the mountains, you know, you could get stuff done. But anyway, I'm just gonna spend a few minutes here, enjoy it while I can. I'll just eat my dinner here. These beautiful taquitos that my wife made. Got fat, protein, veg. You know, it's a very, very good treat. Okay, I'm heading back soon. I just wanted to show the upper parking lot to this park that shall remain unnamed, just to show that on this holiday weekend, it is absolutely empty. So anyway, I'm actually backtracking a little just to get on the trail to go back to my car. But yeah, we are concluding, and thanks so much for joining me. Okay, we're back to the empty parking lot, having done 2 hours, 53 minutes, 5.5 miles, about 1.9 miles per hour. Intentionally slow. And yeah, empty parking lot in the park that shall go unnamed.